guys, hi, hello, and welcome to Arjun Learning Point. And today's topic is Chapter 1 Environment from Class 7 Geography. And use headphones for better experience. Do you like this cat shaking its head? Okay. And before we get into video, do not forget to subscribe our channel and click the bell icon and give all to receive all of our videos notifications. Now, introduction. Introduction. So, okay, what's environment? Think for some time. Environment. We have heard this word more than many times in our from first standard to still this sixth we complete until we heard this word many times. Environment is just the things we see in our surrounding. If you are now watching this video sitting in the hall with in your phone, most of the objects around you would be the man-made environment. I said most. You would ask, what about my parents, my brother? I said most of it, not totally. So, most of the objects would be man made, like TV, cupboard, fridge, sofa, the phone, the headsets, etc. etc. But when you go out for a walk in a park, you see most of them are natural. The trees, plants, grass, children's playing, etc. etc. Now, in as per I said, environment is of two types, that is by natural and man-made. Natural and man-made. Natural is further classified into two. They are biotic and abiotic. Biotic are the natural substances which have lives, which are plants and animals, come under biotic because they have life. But abiotic are natural substances which don't have lives. Example: sun, clouds, rock. They are natural but they don't have life. We know that there are some characteristics of living things which separates it from non-living things. Man-made is total of non-living, but natural also have non-living things and living things. For example, living things reproduce. Do clouds reproduce its young one? No, it forms by evaporation. There is no parent cloud as a sun cloud like that. And excretion. Do rocks excrete? No. But in human beings, all of the characteristics are no. In living biotic things, all of the characteristics are followed. So they are known as living things. They should move. Do rocks move? Do mountains move? No. They can eat food to get energy. Do rocks eat food to get energy? Do clouds eat food to get energy? No. So they come under abiotic. Abiotic or natural non-living things. Biotic or natural living things. Okay. Now natural environment. Natural. What and all we say naturally? Plants, the animals, the air, water, land. I'm not asking only living thing. Natural I'm asking. First, living is separate, natural is different. In natural there is living and non-living. So don't confuse with living and natural. Natural would would be created by nature. No human, some human interference or no human interference would be there. But in man-made, the human only made it. Rock formation, human did not do anything. It formed by the crushing, soil formation. Okay, don't confuse with living and natural. Now, The land, water, air, plants are the natural environment. We see land, water, air, plants, soil, rocks, clouds. They are natural environment. Natural environment is divided into four: atmosphere, lithosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere. This is a Venn diagram. Venn diagram, what is its it is a logical reasoning part. Venn diagram explain the relationship between something. I will say you about Venn diagram in a separate video. Venn diagram explains a relation thing between some objects. Now, lithosphere. Lithosphere is land. Hydrosphere, the word hydro itself we can tell that it's water. Atmosphere, air. Now, the hydrosphere, lithosphere and atmosphere together make the biosphere. The biosphere is nothing but the living things such as plants and animals or the biosphere. These three are needed for biosphere. So only these three combine together to make biosphere. Now we will see each of the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere, biosphere in detail. But before that, I will tell two important points which you should never forget. The first one is for your comfortability and second one is never ever forget. If you forget, it would be very shame for you. Environment. It's a French word, envor or environner, meaning neighborhood. The things in neighboring us are known as our environment. So it's from the French word enviro, environner. Now, second point is on June 5th, every year World Environment Day is celebrated. If you forget this, it would be a shame. But nobody would forget this. This would be easily rememberable. June 5th, every year World Environment Day is celebrated. Lithosphere. Now, lithosphere. Lithosphere, as per I said, lithosphere is land, including the crust of the earth. When we get a cut portion of the earth, it would be crust, inner core, outer core, mantle, etc., and comes to the topper line. So these all come under the lithosphere. Litholand. Okay. It's made up of rocks and minerals covered by thin layer of soil. Yes, when we go in upper surface, it would be soil. When we go deeper, it would be made up of rocks. Rock. And in mantle and all, it would be full of rocks that digging with a spade is impossible. When we go deeper in mantle itself, digging with machine itself impossible. It's irregular in surface. It would not be just a straight line all over the world. It would be clumsy, or it would be high mountains or flat plains or broad plateaus or the valleys. Now, lithosphere. Lithosphere is also important for living things because it only provides grassland, agriculture, land for settlement, etc. Plants grow in lithosphere. We can only walk on lithosphere. We never have flying powers to fly. That then also lithosphere is very much needed. It has many mineral wealth as per gold and all. Gold mines, have you ever heard? The mines would go deeper, deeper, deeper. Their gold will be found. Oil, fossil fuels will also get from mines digging deeper, deeper. So lithosphere also contain minerals. Now, just an example, the core including the land is lithosphere. I have put a GIF for it. Now, hydrosphere. The word hydro itself tells us the water. There is a sphere. What's that sphere doing? The sphere is the earth. Hydrosphere means water circle. Land circle, lithosphere. Atmosphere, air circle. Biosphere, plants and animals circle. Okay? Sphere. Hydrosphere. Hydrosphere is water, the seas, the oceans, the freshwater bodies, rivers, lakes, etc., etc., are the hydrosphere. In seas, the fishes and all will come in biosphere, but in hydrosphere, these are there. It's essential for all living organisms. Every living organism, include we cannot live without water. Maximum 3 days. No, 3 days we can live without water. There is a three concept which I will tell you on another fun video. Now just a water gift for hydrosphere. So water plus and fresh water. Now atmosphere. Atmosphere is the thin layer of air that surrounds the earth. We know atmosphere, no layers of atmosphere, troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, exosphere, etc. etc. No, seven of them would be there. Seven of them would be there. They only, I will tell you, the atmosphere. Still no, we think no asteroids are coming to us. Every day, day by day, every second by second, asteroids are coming towards the Earth. It depends upon its size. Small asteroids which reach to Earth would be vanished in the atmosphere. How? The atmosphere produces a gravitational force. At some speed only it will go. It would the asteroid tunnel would get heated up. It would blast. Rocket also, there is a fixed speed, 300 km per second, I think so. That fixed speed only it can cross the atmosphere. If it's low the speed, it would may get crashed, burst. That for it would be a gravitational force would give that power. It should cross that. That speed is needed for it. Now, Earth Earth atmosphere protects us from harmful rays, mainly known as UV rays. Actually, it's not, if we can tell in common it's atmosphere, but in atmosphere there are different layers, no? Different layers, stratosphere, mesosphere. From top in the second layer at stratosphere, there is ozone layer which protects us from the UV rays, but it has been got holes in it because of the over carbon dioxide pollution. It's also known as the greenhouse effect. So most of the UV rays are observed nowadays. So only we get nowadays harmful skin diseases. But in now we have before 2 years we have been pandemic, and many of them told scientists tells that the ozone holes has been cleared because of the pandemic lockdowns. But it would be again coming because when the pandemic is getting down, we have started to go outside using more vehicles. Depend upon the carbon dioxide. Okay, the carbon dioxide amount increases, the hole will come. Okay, it consists of what and all atmosphere, what and all air consists of oxygen, nitrogen, that are gases. So they come under gases. Dust, that smoke, dust and all, they will contain water vapor. Water vapor from clouds. For clouds gives us rain. So the water vapor is evaporated from water. Changes in atmosphere only produce weather and climate. The change of wind speed, the water vapor content increases, we get rain. Now layers of earth atmosphere, not 7, 5 only it's there. Troposphere, most of the human activity, human traveling activities should be here. Stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. In mesosphere only, as far I said, we can found the asteroids, but it would be blast from there. Exosphere is for satellites, space shuttles and space station. Exosphere is nothing but the outer space would come under exo. Exo means outer. Now biosphere. As I said, biosphere is the plant and animal kingdom. Air, water and land needed to give birth. Biosphere cannot be lived without land, water and air. Oxygen is needed for animals to breathe. Carbon dioxide is needed in the process of photosynthesis for plants. So air is needed. We animals, plants needs water. Land. Plants can only grow on soil. We can only walk on land. Animals also walk on land. So we need land. Okay. So these three are needed to make the biosphere. For example, I put what a cute ducklings, baby ducks, cute there. Now ecosystem. All plants, animals and human beings depend upon each other on their immediate surroundings. For example, we breathe out carbon dioxide. The plants need carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. So the plants depend upon us now. And the plants depend upon us. And we also need the oxygen which is released in the process of photosynthesis. So we also depend upon plants. So each others depend upon each other. This is the ecosystem, the interdependence between one and other. Many organisms, two or more organisms depending upon each other is known as the ecosystem. Ecosystem could be exist anywhere. Forest, rainforest, grassland, mountains, lake, river, ocean, even a small pond. In small pond, I have in my neighboring park there would be a small pond, lake. It would be there will be 4 or 5 small ducks. They depend upon the insects which are there on the water. My insects, they eat the insects and live. When summer season, the water starts evaporating and the pond we can see the land. So that times the ducks will fly away to other places. So in the small pond itself, the ducks eat insects. So it would be surrounded by trees. The carbon dioxide which were breathed by ducks would go to trees. The oxygen would come from trees. So in a little pond, the ecosystem can be there. Here, the deer depend upon plants and the plants depend upon deer. Here, the deer are depend upon water and the fish depend upon the water and this lotus plant depend upon the water. So there is a ecosystem goes. Here there will be small insects. The fish depend upon that insects for food. This crow would depend upon this food fish to eat. When it dies, or it would be it would catch it. If it depend upon the fish to eat. So there is a ecosystem here. Human environment. What are human environment? Which we are the human environments. Humans in, interact with the environment and modify to their needs. First and all, they would adapt themselves to the nature. When it was ice age, they were they they always would have the campfire, and they would wear the dresses made from the skin of the animals. On that time, the fur of the animals, the woolly mammoths fur, the tiger, it would be a tiger, some kind of tiger's fur. They would eat the flesh of woolly mammoth. When the ice age over and they came to the normal, they they wear the dress of leaves, so we can, it would be hot after the ice age, so we can, the, the air can penetrate inside easily. They started eating the flesh of deer, tiger, than the woolly mammoth or saber-toothed tiger. So they adapted. After when they started doing agriculture, they tried to settle near the river banks. So first they were moving, now they settled. They also invented wheel, which they adapted to easily transport. So humans interact with environment and they, they modify according to their needs. Even there, I will tell a small example. Now I am planning to go to Ooty. Here I would be very hot. It would be very hot. After when I started to go up and up, it would be very cold, and breathing would be very difficult for me because I stayed in such hot situation. But after a few hours, we may feel that we are a normal. Our body in our body interact with that environment. It knows that the air oxygen is breathing is difficult, so we should breathe according to it. And the heat is here low, so we can manage the cold like that. Our eyes also, when you are going to sleep, you are not slept yet, the lights are switched off. First few seconds it would be more dark, but our eyes seeing the dark and adapts to the dark so that we can see the small items in the dark. So our body, humans interact with environment and modify it according to their needs. Now in summer we would eat juicy watermelon. Summer and all, we would like to eat ice cream. That sweating when your mom just shows you a milkshake, you would beat it enough to snatch from her hand and drink it in a few seconds. But when it's in winter and your mom shows that same icy milkshake, you would say, Mom, it's so cold outside and you're giving me a cool thing. But when your mom give a hot badam milk, you will again snatch it and drink it, and you feel it good. So when we eat cool things in summer to encounter the heat. In winter we eat hot things to encounter the cold. So we modify. Now it's time for exercise. The domain of water is referred to dash. I told you many times, water is same words to. I will give 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's time's up. It's the hydrosphere. Hydro means water. What do plant and animal kingdom bake together? This is also a sphere. Okay, I will give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's time's up. Do not choose all of these. It's a wrong answer because plant and animal kingdom they make only biosphere. They do not make hydrosphere. They need hydrosphere, atmosphere, and lithosphere to live, but they do not make hydrosphere. Okay, so all of these would be a wrong answer. Biosphere would be right answer. Now third, when is the World Environment Day celebrated? I told you if you are not remembering it, it would be a shame for you. I will give you 10 seconds for this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's time's up. It's the 5th June. Environment, if we hear that word environment, the June should comes to our mind. So we should 5th June is our environment day. Now match the following. What would come for land? Land is known as land, 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 land. Land is the lithosphere. Now animals and plants. Animals or plants are what? Do not think it's not a sphere. They are living or non-living. So it's biotic or living things. Mountains, plateaus, and plains or the abiotic. Gases, water vapor, and dust would be present where? Gases, water vapor, dust. The gases are oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide. From this example, we can easily tell that it's the atmosphere. The mountain plateaus plains can also be the lithosphere, and the land also can be abiotic, but lithio land is matching more. They are given like this, but we can take the mountain plateau plains as lithosphere and land as abiotic. As per we wish, we can take it. If any doubts, please comment below so I can clarify your doubts. Don't forget to comment below. If you have doubts, please comment it. Or if you want to tell me any regards, you can do like this, you can do like that. You are doing great. You can use this, use that. Please comment so I can improve for you all. Okay. Okay. Meet you in the next session. Till then, take care. Bye bye. It's Pavithran from Arjun M Learning Point signing off. Bye bye.